I'm excited. I'm super excited because I love her. I love everything about her. She is a great entrepreneur. She is a role model. She's a role model for me. I have to tell you, when she first interviewed me, and it was on Question Reality Talk radio show, and it was just abundance of joy. The inspiration that she's given me and also to all of her fans and viewers, man, I have to tell, and listeners as well too, she is beautiful. That's all I have to say. I have to say, and I thank so much as far as for her patience, but she is a director. She is a producer. She is a talk show host just as well as us. I want you guys to put your hands together, coming all the way from LA. Her name is Priscilla Leona. Let's go!
Woo, there she is.
There she is. There she
Ow,
is.
ow,
Hi.
ow, ow, oh my gosh, I love that intro. I loved it. Rico No Suave. What do you mean No Suave? You're all suave. I tell you, girl, you're magnetic. We get you on the show, and the show just doesn't know how to react to you. All the energy. I know. I think I blew out all the systems. I think, my voice. It just blew all the shit out over there.
I'm so happy to be able to have you on the show as far as with us. I mean, you are a great inspiration as far as to us here on the show, and big shout out to Beatrice as well.
Hey,
it's so awesome to actually have two people that get connected, Beatrice as well as you two, because you both are a bundle of joy when it comes to energy, and she keeps me going all the time. And then when I'm talking to you, I'm like, there's that ball of energy of fire, baby.
It's because we're both Scorpios.
Yeah,
nice. Scorpios. Non-stop talkers.
That's awesome, love. Let's get right into it, love. Let's get right into it. You being a director and being a producer, you have two films that's actually coming up. And there's two Christmas movies. The first one is, it's Blessed. Hashtag Blessed. Yes. And then you have The Christmas Witch. Tell us about this, love. Tell us about this.
Oh my God, thank you so much for asking, because I am obsessed with Christmas. I'm obsessed with Halloween, but Christmas more so. And, oh my gosh, I love it. I start in September, and I got my house decorated by October. And my husband, he just leaves the damn decorations on all year. And he's like, you seen one tree, you seen them all. He leaves them on there and then whips the bitch out at like October. And I'm like, no, the fun is in decorating the tree, you crazy man. And he's like, Anyway, these two films, I was so excited to be asked to be one of the many producers on this movie, because this is by a mother-daughter team, Martina Webster and her daughter, Dalea Faulkner. And it is, in my humble opinion, it is one of those Hallmark Christmas movies. It's going to be on the lineup. So you've got that feel, and everybody knows what the Christmas movies are on Hallmark. But one of the most impressive things is that it's a feel-good movie. It's done, first of all, grassroots style. I have to mention that. It's so very important, because so many people, when they're trying to find funding for films, they're still doing it via, what are those two fundraising campaigns, Rico? What is it? GoFundMe, and there's two of them. So most people go through that to get funding for their film.
But this is not the crowdfunding.
The crowdfunding.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I was like,
right.
Plátano. He's always talking about food.
Oh my gosh, food. I'm always thinking about food too. So this is done grassroots style, which, what that means is all your friends, your family gets together and like, here's all of our money. Go out and waste it. But this is not being wasted, but it's long shot, right? Yes. And it's just a fantastic, these two, oh my God, I'm so impressed with them, because when you work with so many people who ask you to be a producer. There are many different things that you do, but one of the things that producers do, one is that they help raise funds for the film, or they help promoting and marketing. So just because you say a producer, they're like, what do you do? Well, there are so many different things you can do, but I was really impressed with them because they have a ton of people that were throwing money at them because of this. And this is one of my pet peeves, Rico and Valerie. When out here in LA, at least, what happens is these actors, directors, producers, they're so desperate to get that credit on IMDb. They get money from their friends and family. They ask these people to work for a deferred payment, which means you're not going to get shit in the long run, but that's the title. And they make the film, they get their credit on IMDb, and do you know they never, ever do anything with the film. They drop that like a hot potato and move on. So now you've got cast and crew that have worked on this film, Rico, and nothing, and their talents are never, ever going to be shown. So that's what happens out here. So my tip to people before they agree to work on a project, you've got to really look up the producers, directors, and see what did they do after the project, because you will certainly get ripped off big time. So that's one of my pet peeves. But this, again, to end that train of thought, I had to get that in there because and I don't want people to get stuck, all of the time.
That's great advice. It really is.
It really is. You've got to look them up. Go on IMDb, look up the producer, director, screenwriter. How many credits do they have? Okay, they've got credits, but what actually happened to the film? Go look down in the awards section. Did they win an award? Did they have an article written up? If they haven't, they're just trying to get a credit and move the hell on. So anyway, #Blessed is a feel-good Christmas movie, but what's really great is that it touches on mental health issues around the holiday season. Now, Rico and Valerie, I know you've both heard this. Studies are coming out every day about social media and how everybody feels around the holidays. They have to keep up with the Joneses. There's news reports, there's studies, and what happens is that the highest suicide rate is around the holidays, and the studies are showing that it's because people are looking at social media. They get depressed because everybody seems to have a life that they want, and unfortunately, they take it a little bit too far. But it can really wreak havoc on your mental stabilization. So this film gives a message of magic at Christmas. It's still alive. There's hope, happiness, but there's never shame in talking about you feeling sad and depressed around the holidays.
That's
because
love.
I love that. For just having a couple minutes in the show, you've touched on already so many really good topics. Mm-hmm. I mean, just being in a creative and being in the space of actors, producers, directors, and how people can be taken advantage of in the industry. Yep. You want this dream, you want it so badly, you put in the work, and then don't understand how all that stuff works in the background. So thank you for the awareness on that. I hope our audience took some notes.
Take some notes.
And the mental health piece on your film.
Yeah,
that's great.
People come out here with $50 in their pocket, and they're so desperate to get cast in anything, and that's where people take advantage of actors who think they want to just get the credit and they'll do anything. But you can't do that. You have to be selective about your career. So anyway, now what's exciting is that #Blessed is coming out in November. It's going to be on all the streaming platforms.
Wow, I can't wait.
Video, you name it, right?
Yes.
But there are still people, Valerie and Rico, that play DVDs. Anybody over 45. So we got you covered. And if you go to our website, #BlessTheMovie, you can order your DVD, and it'll be available after November the 1st.
Okay.
But it's going to to be in movie theaters in December. So if you go to #BlessTheMovie, you'll see all the theaters and the times. Everything is on there. And the last thing I want to talk about with that, Rico and Valerie, is guess who the star is of that movie? It's Isabella Blake Thomas. She's a Disney, like a real Disney princess. Like, really. I don't know. Yeah, did either of you watch that hit show called Once Upon a Time? It was about magic. It was like a Maleficent type show. It was on a while back. But anyway, she was the star of that show, and she just does a fantastic job. She was one of the actresses in a previous movie that I did called Turnover, and that was directed by Linda Palmer, and you've got to watch that only to see Paul Guilfoyle, the celebrity actor from CSI.
Nice.
Yeah, but she's really a great actress. Seems like every damn actor from England is so good. Right? If they're from England, it's like just cast them. You don't even need to audition them. Just cast them. So. Yeah. Oh, last thing. Oh my gosh. So guess who the music was written by? Okay. Specifically, the music for this film was written by Peter Keys from, are you ready? Okay. Leonard Skinner.
Wow.
What? Yeah. And Rico, you're going to know this guy. Also, Sir Earl Toon from Kool and the Gang.
What?
Yes, the music is so great. And we've won like 26 to 36 awards. We just stopped counting, but this is the latest one.
Oh, nice. Congratulations on that. Yeah.
From Scotland. But yeah, we just it's a great movie. So if you get a chance, I'm going to send you guys DVDs.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, send me DVD.
Yeah, because now we really need to hear the soundtrack.
Right, I want to definitely hear the soundtrack too. Right.
Really good. Oh yeah. And the one of the producers, Dalea, her daughter, co-wrote the Christmas song with the Kool and the Gang guy, Sir Earl Toon, and also Donna Britton. So the music alone, if you like Christmas music, it's enough.
That's love.
Yeah.
That's love. I like that.
Love that. You can never get tired of Christmas movies.
Not at all.
You can't.
Not at all.
Do you know during the pandemic, Valerie, I watched 114 Christmas movies.
And just like you said, you could totally just leave Hallmark on and just not change a channel.
Leave it on, yeah. Hallmark. Oh my God! But you know, there's another channel that is really taking the shares from Hallmark. I can't remember. It's not the Family Channel. It's like GMC or
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
What is it? GMC.
Something like that.
No,
but
you're right. It's like three letters too.
Yes.
Yeah, and they play nothing but like those Hallmark movies.
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I found myself split between the two, but they actually have really good ones. I find maybe a little bit more realistic.
Yeah. I think when you actually look at Hallmark movies, it hits reality. And I think that's the reason. And also, I used to buy Hallmark cards for my mom.
Yes.
Like, I used to buy them because during that time, it was all emotion. And every time you would read them, you get emotional. And when they come out with visual movies, it's like, I'm going to be crying on your lap, Mama.
Remember those damn commercials? We watched those Hallmark commercials? I was crying. I'd be hysterically crying with the snowman sad.
They do play on emotion.
Wow.
And Hallmark cards weren't simple.
No,
like
they
were
deep.
Two paragraphs long.
Yes.
Yes.
At least.
When you care to send the very best.
You know what? I'm going to have to call Where's B? We're going to have to call Hallmark tomorrow. We need them to sponsor this show.
That's right. For the whole Christmas season.
Right.
Yeah. Back on to pump them up. And so the next movie, as you mentioned, mentioned, Rico, is called The Christmas Witch.
Yep.
And it's all about magic and nature. And, of course, the everlasting battle between good and evil. But, again, as in every movie that Martina and Dalea do, there has to be a message. And the message in this movie is about bullying and coming of age. And we go into pre-production next year, and a portion of it is going to be shot in Germany. So,
nice.
Yeah, I don't have too much to tell you, but we'll go into production November, December 2023. But again, It's going to be a very important message, which, I love my Hallmark movies, but it's like, okay, here's the formula. A man and a woman bump into each other. One falls on the ground and has a concussion. Oh my God. And then it's like they look at each other. Oh, there's love and joy and hormones flying. Then they get in an argument. I hate you. No, I hate you. And then they come back and then they get married. But not many of them put the social message in. So that's what's really good about this. So, the Christmas Witch.
I love the breakdown.
Right, but the formula works.
Yeah.
People eat it up every single time.
Every time. I tell you, the teardrop comes and they go.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to be doing probably, I love shorts. Now, features are great. But Rico and Valerie, you know how long it takes to do a feature film.
Sure.
I personally love to produce shorts. So
yeah.
I am actually going to be looking for scripts. So make sure you put the word out.
Okay.
We will.
Yeah. Christmas shorts. 3 characters. So something funny. It's got to be funny.
What's considered a short? Like,
it can't be over like 20 minutes.
Okay.
So, I personally like shorts because you can shoot them in a week or a weekend. And that's what I love. Just get it done. I just want to get it done. The more people you cast, the more are the chances I will be going to jail. Because I am ready to rip the weaves out on these people. These actors get in some damn fights. They are so... Oh, God, I shouldn't be saying that.
No. I want to hear about this. Let's talk about the fights.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Cat's out of the bag, Priscilla.
I mean, if they're not, like, boinking in the back in the damn, wardrobe area, then there's, like, talking about this, and I can't do the drama. I just want happiness and joy. I want a Hallmark feeling on my sets. But yeah, so that's why I want to keep it like.
Oh my God!
I love it.
Yeah.
Hey Priscilla, so my love, we gotta take a commercial break real quick.
Oh, man. Okay.
We gotta take a commercial break real quick. And we're going to be back in 30 seconds, okay, love?
Okay.
All right.
Sit tight. We'll be right back.
Cars will break down, and when they do, it's too late. If your car is out of warranty, it leaves you with 2 choices. Get stuck paying for expensive repairs, or one phone call to CarShield. Their administrators pay for covered repairs so you don't have to. Your coverage includes roadside assistance, towing, rental, and so much more. Plus, with their nationwide network, you choose the mechanic or dealer. Best of all, there's coverage for every wallet size. Make the smart call before it's too late. Call CarShield today.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Yes. She is still with us. Can you hear us?
I hear you.
Okay, actors fighting in the background. Go.
Oh, Lord. And there is always some shit happening on the scene. It's like, oh, dude, that was, I just look at them and I see them watching the other actress and they're thinking, oh my God, is she hotter than me? Oh, are their clothes better? I mean, there are some trivial shit that goes on backstage. So there's a lot of, and then there are some sets you work on and there's peace and harmony and you don't deal with that, but it does happen a lot.
So when you imagined yourself becoming a director, was it based on your feedback? Was it everything you thought it was going to be, or did it surpass the expectation? Like, what did you imagine it would be in that space?
Well, okay. So I always wanted to work in the entertainment industry since I was a child because I had a very unrealistic view of what that world was like. I started out watching sitcoms. Like, I was a very strange child. Like, my mother said the only way she could get me to shut up was to prop me up in front of a sitcom. So all these 70s sitcoms were playing, and I was a little baby, and I'm like just glued. And as I got older, I said, oh, that's what I want to do, because I was thinking, what kind of a world is it where you can have a friend, right? You have a friend and you're best friends, and then the next hour you're in a fist fight, and then the next hour you're friends again. And I'm like, that doesn't happen, because in my world, friends get in a fight and an hour later you're on the phone like, oh no, you did not. Oh yes, I did. I beat that bitch's ass. And you're like an hour later and you're still pulling out skin and hair under your fingernails. It does not happen that you are friends with someone an hour later. But that made me happy, thinking that in that world it was real. Yeah. It was real. Like, you could beat a bitch's ass and then be friends with them an hour later. So I was
they portray it much more mature than what the reality is.
Totally unrealistic. It's even today. Think about the shows you watch today. How many times do people get in fights and, by the end of that hour-long show, they're best friends again? So that's what made me want to get involved in the industry. And then what happened was I met, now you guys are too young to know who this is, but his name is Dudley Moore, and he was a very famous actor in the 80s. It's a movie called Arthur. I don't know if you remember. He always played like the drunk guy.
I love Dudley Moore.
You know Dudley Moore. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Didn't he play Arthur?
Yes. So a lot of people don't know that he was a classic concert pianist. So he came to Maryland. I went to college at Towson State, Maryland, and he fell in love with my 6-foot-tall, gorgeous, blonde friend named Monica. And he followed her around because she was the hotel sales manager. And so she introduced him to me, and God knows the poor soul was 3 sheets to the wind like he always was. But he listened to me. He said, you need to be in the entertainment industry. And I said, well, I was thinking either LA or New York, which one? So he said, well, I own a restaurant called 72 Market Street in Venice, California. If you come, you will get free champagne and ribeye steak the rest of your life. I said, wow. There you go. Whoops, there it is. I'm not turning down a damn ribeye.
He said the buzzwords, champagne and steak.
Ribeye.
And as you can see, I have a great love of the fork and spoon. So I was not down that steak.
Ooh, girl,
so
me too.
So I came out here and I started going to school at UCLA for film directing and acting. And what I learned out here, now I'm the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast. So, wow, was this a definite culture shock, because I learned that when people say, let's do lunch, that doesn't mean let's do lunch. I really thought that's what it meant, but hell no. It was a big culture shock moving out here, Valerie.
Wow.
It's just a polite way of saying nice to meet you. We'll never see each other again.
It was crazy. The people were, and I'm really high energy. Don't know if you can tell. But people out here.
I didn't notice. Did you?
They were so damn mellow. Like, I think fast. I can multitask and do like 5 things at once. And they're like staring at me like they're on crack. And I'm like, did you hear what I said? And they're like, well, you talk so fast. I said, well, you speak English, don't you? You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, it was definitely crazy.
There's so much to unravel when it comes to you going to LA. But to be able to take that journey, my love, what happened? So when you moved to LA, you moved from where to where? You were originally based out where?
Well, I'm originally from Connecticut, but
okay.
I was going to school in Maryland, and I have lots of relatives in Maryland. But when I came, Rico, God knows. Okay, so when I came out here, it was 1992. There was no internet for you to check things out. So here's the way I came out here. I said, okay, I'm a planner, so I'm not going to move to LA until I secure a job. So back then, you actually got the damn newspaper and looked for jobs, right?
Yes.
So I saw this ad, and I'm like, oh, well, I've never been an administrative assistant, but how hard would it be? So I circled it. I called the number, and back then, people actually answered the damn phone.
Yes.
Answers, and it turns out he's from Jersey. So I'm like, wow. So we talked 3 hours. He said, you know what? I don't need to have your resume. I don't need to know anything about you. You got the job. You come to LA. You are hired. I'm like, wow. I knew no one when I came out here, Valerie and Rico. Not a single soul. I had never been out here before. I told everyone I was coming out. What did they say? Oh my God, you're going to die in an earthquake. But when
you're going to die in an earthquake.
That's all they're thinking about. So I came out here. So this guy, you're going to love this. Okay, so this guy, I'll just call him Bob. Bob sent a black car to pick me up.
Oh.
I'm like, wow. I get to the house in the black car. I take my stuff out. He's coming out of the house with his suitcase, gets in the car, and he says to me, by the way, I put some cash for you on the table. I got to fly to Paris. All your instructions are on the table. I got to go by. I never saw that man again. I walked in the house, and I looked in that damn envelope, $5,000 cash. Well, it turns out I'm standing in the living room. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then I hear crying in the other room. I go in the other room. It is a 2-year-old child named Justine. And it turns out that I accidentally applied for the wrong job as a damn au pair. Not an administrative assistant. So he hired me to be an au pair to take care of a 2-year-old child. And I never even had any experience with the damn kid. I called my mother. Oh my God. What do I do with this kid? And I got it. And she's like, take baby to the police station. Take the baby. I'm like, I don't want to take. So flash forward, I decided to attempt to take care of a child and change diapers. That's a whole different story. But what happened was the mother, who was French, mind you, came home. I was living in that house. Oh, by the way, also thought that Hermosa Beach was 5 minutes from Hollywood. So I was in Hermosa Beach thinking that, it was near UCLA. A month later, I'm living the high life, and that beach house in Hermosa Beach, I mean, we're talking this place was hooked up.
Nice.
The mother comes back with 5 French women. They didn't speak a word of English, and that was a whole situation. But it ends up that we're friends still to this day, and I ended up being her roommate.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Oh my God. I love that story. I mean, things happen. Things happen in mysterious ways.
They really do.
And for you to be, I think it was just that bright light that you just actually have where you were caring. You just look, I mean, maybe they just say, hey, I think she could take care of a 2-year-old baby.
He just
and just
ran
into it.
He just ran
Okay, bye.
Well, I'm not going to get into the backstory of what it turns out. The reason was that he left because that is like some serious drama with legal issues that she had to deal with. But yeah, it was, I'm glad I didn't see that man again, but it was a situation. I think, Valerie, I don't know if you have kids or you, Rico, but can you imagine changing diapers when you've never had to change them in your life? I mean, I had a clothespin. I'm like, oh, help me, Lord. Lord, help me, Jesus. Oh, what's happening? I went in and out of consciousness.
Make it stop.
I mean, I was going in and out of consciousness from the smell. I'm like, God, please come out of this child. Oh, it was too much. But I got through it. And so I ended up, doing little things here, little things there, working a day job. And then I started my radio show, actually a television show, in 2003. Wow. And then I did that for 6 years. I produced it. And then I started my radio show in 2008.
What was the name of the other show, my love?
It's the same thing. Question Reality Radio.
Hey.
Question Reality Television Show. Yes. I used to have it on Adelphia or Time Warner Cable.
Okay. Yeah.
So the channel on Time Warner. So yeah, I mean, I love producing because not everyone can be a producer. You really have to have an organized mind. You do, Valerie. You've got to be able to organize, and I'm very good at details, but it's not for everyone.
True.
Well, congratulations. That is a phenomenal story.
Yes. Oh, well, there's so many. My God.
That sounds like a movie.
At 5 hours. Yeah. The movies, I've been very, very fortunate to work with so many celebrities. And I guess I got a personality that they feel, I've been told, that they feel safe with me, because I will tell you people just a little tip. I have so many celebrity friends that people don't even know I have. And here's the secret. When you meet them, do not ask them to take a picture with you. Do not ask them about their personal business, private business. Believe me, most of the time they'll just tell you voluntarily for like 5-6 hours. But never, ever, ever repeat anything. I'm not a gossip. I don't participate in gossip. Yeah. And I take their relationships very seriously. Yeah. And that's what I'm going to say. A lot of times actors get on the set, and even though they're told not to do this, don't make the mistake of asking to get an autograph or a picture, because you'll probably be booted off after lunch, after you get your damn hot dog and bag of chips.
Yeah, that's some very good information, though.
Good advice. I hope our audience took notes.
No, we're taking notes, because our notes is something for us to come down to see you. So when we come down to see you, we know exactly what's going to happen.
I know that, Rico, you're into cooking. I offered to come over to, I'm not going to say his name, but whose house to cook some food. Yeah. I thought I was going to have you fix some down-home cooking for us.
Yes.
What's your specialty?
Yes, we're going to definitely do that, because, I got so many recipes that I'm cooking, and, there's so many like Southern cooking, but also Latin cuisines that I'm actually cooking. That's definitely going to be something that I'm going to treat you guys with. So with the whole crew, so we're going to be having a good time.
What's your specialty? What's the best thing that you've been told you make?
Man,
Everything.
That's so hard. Because when it's time to cook, I love Cuban rice and chicken. That's something that I know that I want to cook for you, and I think that's something definitely that you guys are gonna have love the flavor. You're gonna love everything about that. But I'm hungry now. So
he's always hungry.
That sounds very similar to chicken adobo, which
yes. And I cook that too. I cook chicken adobo as well.
I'm a witness to that. I've tasted his chicken adobo.
Yeah, like chicken adobo is good. Yes, yes.
Well, you had a cooking show. Do you still do your cooking show?
I do. Yes, I still got the Cooking with Rico show. Yep, still got that.
Yeah. And Valerie?
for 2
Are
minutes.
you
Valerie,
cooking?
so Valerie, she cooks for her family.
I have
her and
enough
husband and
cooking
all
that I do at
yeah.
home. but I do. I love the shows that he actually cooks for us on the show. He did our anniversary show. 4th of July, we did it, and I think you're gonna cook.
Yeah, so our
also.
4-year anniversary was here, and I cooked for the 4-year anniversary, our 4-year anniversary show. So, yeah, it was nice.
Oh, why can't you live here? My birthday is November 12th, and I'm having a 1920s theme party, Great Gatsby.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out what type of food should I cook. So
I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email so you can actually have some ideas.
Yeah, maybe some.
That's such a cute
appetizers.
theme.
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
Little speakeasy, flapper
Yeah,
girls.
I am. I was like, what food did they serve in the 20s? But there were so many foods that were discovered in the 20s that people have no idea. Like paprika, a lot of Hungarian culture came to this country, specifically Chicago. A lot of Hungarian people, and they brought paprika, and it was introduced in dishes.
They actually use a lot, before we get to commercial break, they actually use smoked paprika, and also there's, excuse me, a sweet paprika that they actually use as well, too. Yeah.
Yeah, look at us talking.
I know, I'm hungry. Right, I'm hungry already.
I think they were too busy gambling and sneaking in booze.
All right,
during
my
that
love, we're going
time.
to take another quick commercial break. Everybody, you already know we got Priscilla Leona from LA with us here. Yeah, baby. All right, we'll be back in 30 seconds, everybody. We'll see.
Foreclosures are surging as COVID mortgage bailouts expire. You don't have to lose your home. We can help. If you're behind on your mortgage payments, threatened with foreclosure, denied a loan modification, or have been the victim of a predatory loan, the Stop Foreclosure Group can help save your home. Remember, you have rights and we have options. For a no-obligation consultation, call 1-888-245-1532.
Back, everybody. Welcome back to the show. We have none other than Priscilla Leona.
There she is.
Yes.
I feel like we need a special effect. You know, I always think that, and Valerie, I think you're going to agree with me on this. I think that if you choose to be an actress, I think it's only fair that you should, when you walk, there should be wind blowing through your hair and a theme song. Everywhere. You go.
Everywhere.
That's the way it should be.
I agree.
Thank you, Val.
I love it, man. Hey, Priscilla, so, you know, I got to ask another question, love. So, you know, because you talked about the awards that you won for the hashtag, now you also want other accolades as well. And I don't want to give it away because I want you to tell the world as far as other accolades that you won from festivals, right? I think you won some award-winning from festivals as well, too. Can you go over that with us?
Well, one of the ones that I really, and there's been so many, because the secret of winning awards is to choose to work with people who have these characteristic traits. Follow through, planning. They have an eye for business. And as I said earlier, with my pet peeve being people who drop things, they make it and drop it. Well, you want to work with producers that have follow through. And that means taking the film project, putting it in a ton of festivals and getting distribution. Because what's the point of being an actor or cast and crew working on a project and then nothing happens? Well, here is something that a lot of people, and I'm shocked by this, but a lot of people don't stop to think that when they are, if they do, which a lot of them don't, but when you're creating your budget, you have to think about the post-production aspect. And within the post-production cost, marketing and distribution is a huge part of it, because what happens is a lot of times you do a film, you use up all the money, and then you have no money to put it in film festivals for there to be an opportunity to win any kind of awards. So please think, whatever budget you have to add a 20% bumper cushion for post-production costs. So the people that I choose, when I learned, because I was green too and would work with anybody when I first came here, I'm like, but now you can't do that. So now I make sure that I only work with people that have a track record for their projects winning awards, them entering them in film festivals, and actually winning awards. So the producers like Linda Palmer I work with, wow, I mean, so many awards for independent filmmaking, documentaries, etc. And Martina and Dalea, again, these are people who have taken this particular movie, #Blessed, very seriously. They had the funds to enter it in just about every festival. And because the movie was good, it won awards. Well, one of the people, a previous film that I worked on, and I'm going to mention him because this was my very first award, a producer award. And his name was Michael Ajakwe, and he's dead now. He died of cancer a couple of years ago. But he was
sorry to hear that.
I know. Oh, he was wonderful. But that's how I met Ray Parker Jr., my Ray.
Oh, wow.
Who you going to call?
Yes, my Ray Parker Jr. But, he's so lovely. And we did a duet. I made him do a duet with me for Ghostbusters and A Woman Needs Love. And he said, I'm going to start charging you to sing these duets with you. I'm like, no. So he started what was one of the first film festivals here, the LA Film Festival. And people in Japan were so fascinated by how this structure was. They didn't have any film festivals back then. We're talking in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s. So they hired him to come to Japan and to teach them how to set up the structure for what became their very first film festival. But one of the films I worked on, I won a producer award for best production. So,
I love it. That's
Congratulations.
awesome.
He was a really lovely man. He told me when I interviewed him at Question Reality, and I've been told this by lots of people, but it meant so much for coming from him because this was a man. You ever met a person who they don't say much, but when they say something, you know that it's genuine.
Yes.
And it is. So he told me,
Yes.
he said, I have been interviewed by people all over the world. And he said, I have never enjoyed any interview ever like the one that I just had with you.
Yes.
And I appreciated that because that man, people would say to me they were scared of him because he didn't talk and he gave dirty looks and he had all these things to say. He was lovely to me and we got along and he was so wonderful. And Ray Parker Jr., this was like his brother, and then Kanye was there and who else was there? There were so many celebrities there. But, I've never been intimidated by celebrities. They are just people. I don't get nervous. I just talk to them just like, we're getting a bikini wax. Like, they're just waxing. It's like,
Absolutely.
They can really sense that,
Yes.
David Schwimmer's a friend of mine. He was on Friends. I'm not sure if you watch the show, but he said, Priscilla, we can smell fear a mile away, and we're not interested in being around people that are starstruck or nervous.
Yeah.
And he's actually a really nice guy.
Oh, he is. Oh, you meet him?
He owns a bar here in Chicago.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if he still owns it, but I had the opportunity to meet him at an event. And he seems like a really down to earth guy because he would actually hang out there and like
Yeah,
Locals
he got
will
his
walk
start
in, so-
at Chicago. You're in Chicago, right? He got
Yeah.
his start at the comedy clubs there.
Like
What is
Zanies
it?
and
Second City. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. And our birthdays are the same day, so
yeah.
yeah, he's lovely.
Rocket
Oh,
Bar.
he's
Rocket
lovely.
Bar? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I love my little words. I'm going to do a shameless plug again.
Hey!
Go for it.
Right. I love it, man.
A little bit higher for the rest of us to see. Go ahead, hold that up, girl.
You know what? But it's important to me because that is that's a representation of your work or your involvement on a project that you all work together. It's not just one person. The whole team work to get these little awards. So they're very appreciated.
Yeah.
They really are. And I'm going to leave you with this. Now, when you are wishing for something, now people may disagree with me, but I have always found this to be true. And unfortunately, I realized it a little too late in my life, but when you start out as a child and you wish for something, you know that saying, be careful what you wish for, you just may get it? Okay. Yep. Make sure that your wishes are very, very specific because they create a timeline. Now, this is just my personal through life. This is what people have said. I can't believe you said that because it's true. Mm-hmm. I always said I wanted to be a model. And of course, do not have the body to be a traditional model, but son of a bitch, I was a plus size model. And I'm like,
okay, now.
I made money. I made really good money, like $1,500, $2,500 a pop, being a plus size model. And I thought, damn, why didn't I say that I wanted to be a skinny model? Right? All right. So then I said, oh, you know what? I want to be an actress in theater. Well, sure enough, next thing you know, I'm getting cast in Grapes of Wrath. And I did that. Then I ended up becoming and then I thought, oh, I think I'd like to direct theater. And then that happened. And then I thought, oh, I'd like to produce theater. But do you see where I'm going with this? I said the title, but I didn't get specific. So when I said, oh, I think I'd like to direct film or produce film, I never said I wish that I could win an Oscar or an Emmy. That's what you need to say. You have to create your vision board and say, I want to win an Oscar. I want to win an Emmy. And I won't mention his name, but you know I'm talking about, Rico. A friend of mine who's a huge celebrity has won so many Oscars. He said, Priscilla, you've got to create a vision board. And you would not think this man created vision boards, but yes, he does. And he said, you have to say exactly what you want. And when he was little, he said, I want to win a minimum of, and then he listed the Oscars. And sure enough, that's what he won Oscars for.
That's
all
hot.
right.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm talking about, Rico? The one who I want you to cook at his house, right? I already mentioned him to you.
Yes.
But yeah, and same thing for Cher. You know, Cher is a mutual friend. I met her through, anyway, same thing. She said, be specific with what you want, because if you just throw it out there, you'll end up doing it, but it's not going to be, what you exactly want. So
I love it, man. I love it.
Yes.
And, I love everything you're saying. Everything that you're saying in regards to even, talking about, even when you started, and I kind of want to give, there's people that's actually joining in, and I'm going to give them a shout out.
Yes.
And it's
people joining in. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of people joining in. They're laughing, and they got the cry emoji because they're. But the one thing I will say, love, is the energy that you bring from beginning of this interview in general, just talking about something that you love to do from the your Christmas movies, right? So, hashtag blessed, right? I mean, it's just, when you hear about hashtag, you think about, okay, I want to put something positive so everybody will know what's going on, right? And then you have, the Christmas witch, right? And then you're like, okay, well, that sounds like it could be horror, but it also can sound like it could actually be something fun, right? But your energy, the way you describe it, it's like people are wanting to watch the movie. But it's you, your inner self makes people want to be around you. And I think that's what, and I think that's one of the reasons why I love the interview that you gave to me from, Question Reality Talk Show. It was so beautiful because now I'm interviewing you, and it feels like we're doing the same thing again with understanding, understanding your life now, understanding how you got there with $5,000 and babysitting 2-year-old kids, and and the stink won't go away.
Oh my goodness!
None of that 5,000 went to her. That was party money at the Red Onion. Not true.
I
Secrets
think,
out.
I just think for you, and the celebrities that you do know, they know that you're genuine. They know that, hey, this young lady here is going places with us with friendship, right? Because sometimes people look at it as, hey, I just want to get to know this person so I can get ahead of them. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. It's nasty. It's nasty.
Everybody deserves their space.
Everybody. Yep, everybody deserves their space. But you know what? I got something for you. I have something for you. So if we can get a shirt, I need somebody, one of my team members. Can I get I need to get can you grab that? Can you grab that over there? I got a gift for her. Yeah,
I want
right
a
there
hot,
on the end.
sexy, 16-year-old
Yes.
Vietnamese boy.
Yes. So I gotta give this to you, right? This is for you, right? So, I'm gonna definitely send this to you, right? I'm gonna definitely send this to you because this shirt means a lot from us to you, and our friendship will last forever. This is a way of our connection. And because of all of the accolades that you have done and also shown the world, and also being a role model to people. Right? Being a role model to people, sometimes it's hard because not everybody will take your advice, but I know there's a lot of people that will take your advice and also cling on to you, right? With the Rico No Suave Show, we want to say welcome to the team, welcome to our family, and I can't wait to cook for you guys out there. Yes.
Yeah! Well, I'm going to make a shirt that says Priscilla All Suave.
I might have to put that on the back so when you walk away, they don't know that you suave like that.
All suave. Hey, Rico, did anyone ever tell you that you look exactly like Chris Rock?
Yes, I get it all the time. All the time, love.
Oh.
I get that so much. I'm like, if you happen to know him, please. So, yeah. So, if you happen...
slap your ass.
Right, here we go. I knew that was coming.
Should I slap him? I
don't know. If you happen to know him, please tell him to watch this show and see if we are twins.
I will. You guys could be twins.
Yeah. So I would say, we're going to put up your social media, right? We have social media that we have to put up. Everybody, if you want to get to know Priscilla Leona, that's her LinkedIn, everybody. LinkedIn, Priscilla Leona.
Well,
is that right?
But let's do the hot ones, like Instagram. So pretty much.
Yeah, we're going to that next, my love. Yep, Instagram. There it is. Yes, we got it for you. Cool. We got it.
Priscilla Leona.
Yes, and then we got Facebook, everybody.
That's another tip. When you are thinking about branding yourself, keep it consistent. Don't have all this Debbie Does Dallas shit.
Oh my.
Well, that's you. You've seen people you meet, right? And you're trying to find them on Google, and responsible because that's going to follow you.
Yes. I think, do I have one more? I think I got one more. Yes.
Everything is
QuestionRealityRadioshow.com, baby. Yes. Yes. Make sure you actually go to her website.
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
We've been on the air for 14 years now. I think I'm going to do one more year, 15.
Yes.
And then I think I might just hang it up, but I'm not sure. But I don't like an uneven number. Well, yeah. So maybe 15 years. Because technically, Rico, it's been 20.
Wow. So if you're going to do that last show, just make sure I'm there so I can be part of that last show.
Well, yeah, because my show, Question Reality Radio Show, which we haven't plugged at all, but you should tune in for that because what I have guests that come on. I have Emmy winners, Tony winners, Grammy Award winners, and just everyday working professionals. And they come on and give tips, advice, and resource information on how and what it takes to make it in show business. So you will get tips from people who've already pioneered the path. And boy, you get some really, really good information, Rico.
That's awesome.
It's important. If you're pursuing a career in show business, QuestionRealityRadioshow.com.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Hey, ever since you said me and Chris Rock, they started to say I got the same smile as him. So I'm like, okay, well, I guess that is the truth.
So what are these messages? What do you get them, like on your phone? Where are you seeing them?
So, we stream live. We stream live on YouTube. We stream live on Facebook. And, and also it is live everywhere. So, Moises Garcia says, tell Priscilla I said hi. So he's a veteran. He's in the Army. So he says, please tell her I said hello.
Well, you tell him he can give me a salute.
You hear that, Mo?
You hear that, Moises?
Oh, give me Mo. I like that.
John T. Free says he loves you. John T. Free loves the interview. Beatrice says, of course, Beatrice is on as well, too. She says hello as well. And so many other people is actually tuning in. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Yes. My love, I got to let you go, but I had such a blast with you. You are a bundle of joy. And we thank you so much. And hey, this is not the last time we talk. We will definitely stay in contact with you all day.
Oh my gosh. Well, I got to come back on your show to tell you about the Christmas Witch next year.
Yes. We might even come out to you.
Or we come
to you. We might come out to you and do it live.
Yes, let's do that at the radio station. Yeah, and I'm going to send you guys DVDs of #blessed.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if you have DVD players, but find one, damn it.
I do.
My mom got one. I'll probably watch it at her house. All right, my love. Everybody. Thank you, Priscilla Leona. Take care, love. Good to see you, love. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. It's your boy, Rico No Suave, man. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in with my co-host, Robert Melesio. It was great. Man, that was a blast. I had such great time. I mean, I couldn't even really say too much because I say this beautiful young lady, I love the way she takes the show.
Oh, she just took the whole interview.
Hey, I have to say,
so good.
I'm like in awe when I actually listen to, and especially being another talk show host as well too. It felt so good.
She knows what she's doing. Very seasoned.
All day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's
you
experience.
You gotta love her.
Oh, that's experience all day. So. All right, we're going to put up our social media, everybody, so you guys can actually find out more information about us. So, the RicoNoSuaveShow.com. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on the RicoNoSuaveShow.com. That's where all of our photos and all of our great stuff. All right, here we go. The next one is our official account, Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go ahead and follow us there. That's where we're at. All right, here's our next one. All right, you already know, Rico No Suave Show on Facebook. Yes, on Facebook, everybody, please make sure you go ahead and like, and...
Love.
All right, here's the next one, everybody. Subscribe.
YouTube,
our YouTuber, Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel there. And last but not least, we have our Mixcloud. Mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. That is where we're at, everybody. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on all of our accounts. Coming up next week, everybody, we have Zupanova. If you don't know who that is, they're they were a producer of the Black Eyed Peas. One of them was actually introduced Fergie to the Black Eyed Peas, and he will be on with us next week, the Zupanova group, here on the Rico No Suave Show. All right, everybody.
Tune in with us.
We'll see you guys next week as we end off the show just like this.